breaking news we're following tonight at 6 from Milford. A Milford police officer now on administrative leave for how he apparently handled the case of a mother who was recently murdered.
And Channel 3's Stephanie Simone is joining us live with why the department took this action. Stephanie.
Aaron and Mark, it has to do with how the officer processed an arrest warrant before Julie Minogue died. You may remember police arrested her ex-boyfriend, Ewan DeWitt. He is accused of attacking and killing mom Julie Minogue earlier this month, and the two had a tumultuous history. She had filed a protective order against DeWitt in 2021, and pay close attention to the timeline here. Police say on November 14th, DeWitt violated that order when he harassed her, sending her over 200 text messages. On November 18th, 4 days later, Officer Nablin finished an arrest warrant application for DeWitt. 3 days later, November 21st, the state's attorney kicked it back to the officer, saying there was not enough information. The arrest warrant was not completed until December 14th, 8 days after Minogue was attacked and murdered. This is why now there is an internal investigation into Officer Nablin's actions, and he is right now on administrative leave. Live in the newsroom, Stephanie Simone, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.